guys! Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as read by the title, is how I edit my thumbnails. So this has been requested months ago and I'm very sorry na ngayon ko lang siya gagawin. So this is sort of a tutorial of how I edit my thumbnails and how you should also edit your thumbnails, but it depends on your creativity. But this video might help you on how to edit your thumbnails better. So back to what I was saying, the apps I use are free. So everything is free na pwede nyong gamitin and hindi mahirap yung mga ginagawa ko, but you really have to be patient because you have to exert effort on your thumbnail because that's the first thing a viewer sees on your YouTube page. So it's very important to take time in creating your thumbnails, but sometimes I get lazy and I just go simple and that's it. So the first thing you should do is think of an idea. Example is your content is about clothes or OOTDs. So you might wanna do an idea of putting the pictures of your outfits together. So as for me, that's the first thing I do. I think of an idea, then I find a background picture. So any type of background picture. So example is I want my thumbnail to look retro or vintage. So I find a newspaper background style. So you can find it on Google or Pinterest. Sa Pinterest, madaming photo na pwede mong pagkuhaan na para yun yung magiging background mo. So if you already thought of an idea, you can now proceed to editing your picture. So the first app I use is Lightroom. So it depends if I wanna edit the picture. So kunwari, gusto ko maging brighter or I wanna erase some colors. So I go to Lightroom. So I have a separate video on how I edit my photos. So it's very similar to how I edit the photos in my thumbnail. So, same lang siya. So, I'm gonna put it here or sa description box, lalagay ko din siya in case you guys want to know how I edit the photos. So, the photos I edit is usually yung natural lang, like iba-brighten up ko lang siya. Yun nga, i-erase ko yung colors, ganun. So, sa Lightroom lang ako nag-edit nun. Then, the next app I use is PixArt. So, sobrang laking tulong ng PixArt when it comes to editing my thumbnails because andun na lahat. So, in PixArt, andun na lahat. You can edit everything there. So, meron na dong pang collage, like yung photo na magkatabi, yung collage nga na ganun. So, any type of collage you want, you can edit it there. So, dun ako lagi nag-edit ng collage type thumbnails ko. Kasi usually yung thumbnails ko lately is yung literal na yung mag-half lang. Yung, basta ito. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna show you clips of how I really do it. So, mag-screen record ako on how I really edit the photos. Fonto, yun yung next app na ginagamit ko. So, that app is for the text. So, sobrang fave ko yung app na yun. Kasi before, ang dami ko nang nagamit na app when it comes to putting text. Yung Fonto is yung pinakang the best kasi sobrang dami mong pagpipili ang fonts and pwede kayong basta, depends on your creativity kung anong type of text na ilalagay nyo. But ang ganda nun kasi ang laking tulong niya when choosing the perfect text for the content I make. So, those three apps are the apps I use. So, Lightroom, PixArt, then Fonto. So, that's the only app you need in creating your thumbnails and you're good to go. But I also discovered a new editing app for thumbnails. So, I'm kinda into the handwriting type of thumbnails, but it's really hard if you don't have an iPad. Of course, I don't have an iPad and kailangan mo ng yung pen ng iPad. Ano bang tawag doon? Basta yung pen na pang-write. So, I don't have that. So, hindi ko siya magagawa. But you can try that kahit wala kang iPad, but sobrang hirap kasi maliit yung screen ng phone. So, pag nagsusulat ka, parang nadadamay niya agad yung buong screen na kahit gusto mo isa part lang na to. Gets ba? Basta yon. So, lately I discovered on how to edit that. But mahirap nga kasi wala akong pangsulat ng ganun. But, ayun, may napanood akong vid na kung paano gawin yung mga doodles, like yung may mga stars, heart, ganyan. But, ayun nga, mahirap siya. So, I suggest yung 3 apps na nga lang na sinabi ko. Check my YouTube channel. Makikita nyo doon yung mga thumbnails na ginagawa ko. So, iba-iba siya. It really depends on my mood kung anong type ng thumbnail yung gagawin ko. So, kung makikita nyo, walang order. Talagang iba-iba yung thumbnails na ginagawa ko kasi I really want to explore. Alam mo yun, parang gusto ko iba-iba yung thumbnails ko. So, ayun nga, kailangan mo kasing bigyan ng oras yung thumbnail mo kasi that's the first na ginajudge ng mga viewers mo. So, kung maganda yung thumbnail mo, syempre, i-click nila yan. But, dapat maganda din yung content mo. So, ayun. So, ang dami ko nang nasabi. So, I'm now gonna insert the clips of how I really edit my thumbnail using the 3 apps. So when you click PixArt, this is the screen you'll see. Then I selected the photo I got from Google. So this one is the collage type of background. Then you're gonna click fit to turn the size into a 16:9 because that's the normal size of a thumbnail. Then you're just gonna zoom in para makuha na yung size. Then i-move mo lang siya kung saan part mo gusto yung picture. Then after resizing, you're just gonna click the apply on the top right side. There. But then, I made a mistake because nagkaroon ng gap dun sa left side niya. Kung makikita niyo yung white part. So, niredo ko na lang siya. Then, after clicking apply, you're just gonna save it. So, there's the button. Then, you have your background. So, after that, now I'm gonna proceed to the next step, which is choosing a photo to put on the middle part of my background. So, now I'm just gonna select photos. Then, we're gonna go to cut out. You're gonna click the cut out button, then click the person, then it's gonna automatically crop yourself. So as you can see, there are 3 buttons on the bottom part: the restore, erase, and the preview. So if you're satisfied with that, you can now save it on your camera roll. So I actually cut out multiple photos to choose from, so it depends on what photo I like, then that's the one I'm gonna put into the thumbnail or the background I made. Then if you want a doodle type of photo, you can outline the outer edges, not just the corner of yourself. You can adjust the outline on the outer part so you can get the wall part of the photo. So you're gonna click the restore, then you can adjust the size. So now I'm just gonna outline the outer part so I can get the wall part of the photo, not just the outline of my whole self. And so it should look like this. So I got the wall part, so now it looks like a scrapbook photo na crop. So now I just did it again with another photo. So now I'm just gonna save it again so I can have multiple photos to choose from. So now I'm gonna click the background, and now I'm gonna add the photos I cropped. So add photo, then there, nakasave na sa camera roll nyo. So now that the photos are inserted on the background, I'm now gonna resize them according to what I want. So you can rotate the photos and put it everywhere you want, kung anong gusto mo, kung anong trip mo. So now I just deleted the other photo. Then you can select the border to put an outline on the outer part of your picture. So you can choose any color. You can also mix and match because it has that settings. Yung pwede kang mag-mix ng color kung anong trip mo. But I usually go for the white one. So that's the only color I always use. It depends on my mood, but white is always the color. So now there's this sticker button. So you can see there's a lot of stickers to choose from. So this is what I love about PixArt because you can search any sticker you want. And it's free, but not all of them are free, but most of them are free. So kung anong kailangan ko, it's actually always free. So I searched for a white heart. So now I'm just gonna insert a white heart. So this is just a trial thumbnail. I'm really not gonna use this. This is just for your preference on how I really do it. So after I rearranged the photos and stickers, now I'm just gonna save the photo in my camera roll. And so the next part is photo. So you're just gonna click the little camera on the bottom part, then click add photo from the albums, then click the thumbnail you made in PixArt. So that's the thumbnail I made earlier. So now I'm just gonna add text, then I'm just gonna type the title like that. So there are font, preset, symbol, then you can align it. Then there's the buttons of text, size, font, tilt, move, style. So you can create anything you want with this app. So I'm just resizing the text on how big I want it. Then I'm just gonna put it on top. Then I'm gonna click the style. So this is the style section. You can put stroke, so like that. You're just gonna adjust it. You can click any color you want. So that's the color. So now I'm just gonna select another color. Then I'm gonna add another text. So you can layer your text kahit ilan yung gusto mo. So now I'm just gonna add the thumbnail word. Then I'm gonna click style again, then make another style, a type of text different from the first one I made. So for the thumbnail word, I click the background so it's a solid color behind the text. Then you can go to the style and you can add a shadow effect on the words. I hope y'all are keeping up because I'm really just catching my breath because this is just a voiceover and it's my first time, so I hope you guys understand what I did. So there goes the text, but you can adjust the size, the spaces in between the letters if you want it more far from each other. So that's the text I made. So now you can choose curve like that, so it's gonna curve upward or downward. Then you can just adjust it anywhere you want. So now I'm gonna show you the text I used. So the usual text I use is the Arial bold italic. Then now I'm just choosing another font for you to see, but that's the text I always use. Font, the Arial bold italic. So now I just added emojis and arrows from the symbol section. So there you go, I just added yellow colors na emojis to add a bit of splash of color, not just pink. So guys, that is basically how I edit my thumbnails. Now I'm just gonna save the image. I hope you guys understand what I did. I'm very sorry. I suck at voiceovers, I know. And so that is basically it on how I edit my thumbnails. So I hope this video helped you guys on how to edit your thumbnails a little better, or it really depends on your creativity. So ayun na nga guys, I hope this video helped you, and also leave a comment sa comment section kung meron kayong mga requests or suggestions or recommendations na content na gusto nyong gawin ko. So ayun, thank you so much for watching this video guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on my next one. Bye!